What if I told you that your body already knows how to heal itself? Not in some abstract philosophical way, but in a deeply biological, measurable, and scientific sense. The human body is not a passive system that simply reacts to illness. It is an active, intelligent, and constantly adapting organism built with powerful mechanisms for repair and survival. From the moment you are born, your body is working continuously to maintain balance, fight threats, and restore itself whenever something goes wrong. This process is not something rare or extraordinary. It is happening inside you right now, every second, without your awareness. Consider something as simple as a small cut on your skin. You don't have to consciously tell your body how to heal it. There is no need to direct blood flow, instruct cells to rebuild tissue, or prevent infection. Your body immediately recognizes the damage and initiates a complex, highly coordinated healing response. Blood begins to clot, immune cells rush to the site to eliminate bacteria, and new tissue starts forming to close the wound. Within days, what was once an open injury becomes repaired skin. This is not luck, it is design. The same principle applies internally on a much deeper level. Your immune system is constantly scanning for viruses, bacteria, and abnormal cells. It identifies threats and neutralizes them before they ever become noticeable symptoms. In fact, most of the battles your immune system fights are completely invisible to you. You only feel sick when the system is overwhelmed or when the response becomes strong enough to create symptoms like fever or fatigue. Even then, those symptoms are not signs that your body is failing, they are signs that it is actively working to restore health. Inflammation, for example, is often misunderstood as something harmful. In reality, it is one of the body's primary healing tools. When tissues are damaged or invaded, inflammation increases blood flow, delivers immune cells, initiates repair processes. Without it, healing would not be possible. The issue arises only when inflammation becomes chronic, often due to ongoing stress, poor nutrition, lack of sleep, or environmental toxins. In its natural state, however, inflammation is a controlled and purposeful response designed to protect and heal. Another remarkable system is the body's ability to repair and regenerate at the cellular level. Your cells are constantly being replaced. The lining of your gut renews itself within days, your skin regenerates regularly, and even your bones are continuously being remodeled. This means that your body is not static, it is dynamic and ever-changing, always working toward renewal. Given the right conditions, it can correct imbalances and rebuild itself in ways that many people underestimate. Sleep plays a critical role in this process. During deep sleep, your body shifts into a state of repair. Hormones that support healing are released, damaged tissues are restored, and the brain clears out waste products that accumulate throughout the day. Without adequate sleep, these processes become impaired, and the body's ability to heal is significantly reduced. This highlights an important truth. Healing is not something that only happens during illness. It is a continuous process that depends on how you live each day. Energy production within your cells is another key factor. Every function in your body, from muscle movement to immune defense, requires energy. This energy is produced in tiny structures called mitochondria, which respond directly to your lifestyle choices. Proper nutrition, physical activity, and oxygen intake all influence how efficiently your body can generate energy. When energy production is optimal, your body has the resources it needs to repair, defend, and regenerate. When it is compromised, healing slows down. Even your nervous system plays a central role in determining whether your body is in a state of healing or stress. When you are calm and relaxed, your body shifts into what is known as a parasympathetic state, where digestion, repair, and recovery are prioritized. In contrast, chronic stress keeps your body in a fight-or-flight mode, diverting energy away from healing processes. This is why emotional and mental states are not separate from physical health, they are deeply interconnected. All of these systems work together in a coordinated and intelligent way, constantly adjusting based on your environment and behavior. The body is not waiting to be fixed from the outside, it is always attempting to restore balance from within. The more you support these natural processes through your daily habits, the more efficiently your body can do what it was designed to do. When people think about improving their health, they often look for something external, a pill, a treatment, or a quick intervention that can fix the problem. But the reality is much deeper and far more powerful. The way you live each day is constantly shaping your biology. Your habits are not just routines, they are signals that tell your body how to function, how to respond, and ultimately, how to heal. Every choice you make, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, has a physiological impact. What you eat influences your blood sugar, your hormones, and your level of inflammation. How you sleep determines how effectively your body can repair itself. Whether you move or remain sedentary affects circulation, oxygen delivery, and metabolic health. These are not small factors operating in isolation. They are the foundation upon which your health is built. Nutrition is one of the most direct forms of communication with your body. Food is not just fuel, it is information. Whole, unprocessed foods provide essential nutrients that support cellular function, reduce inflammation, and strengthen the immune system. On the other hand, diets high in refined sugars, processed ingredients, and unhealthy fats create stress within the body. Over time, this stress accumulates, leading to imbalances that can manifest as fatigue, weight gain, or chronic disease. When you consistently nourish your body with high-quality foods, you are not just preventing illness, you are actively promoting healing at the cellular level. Sleep is another critical pillar that is often underestimated. During sleep, your body enters a state where repair and restoration take priority. Hormones that regulate growth, metabolism, and immune function are released in carefully timed cycles. The brain clears out metabolic waste, and tissues that have been stressed during the day begin to recover. When sleep is disrupted or insufficient, these processes are compromised. Over time, this can lead to increased inflammation, reduced cognitive performance, and a weakened immune response. Prioritizing sleep is not a luxury, it is a biological necessity for maintaining and restoring health. Movement also plays a fundamental role in how your body functions. Regular physical activity improves blood flow, allowing oxygen and nutrients to reach your cells more efficiently. It enhances insulin sensitivity, supports cardiovascular health, and stimulates the release of molecules that promote brain function and emotional well-being. Even moderate, consistent movement can have profound effects. The key is not intensity alone, but consistency. A body that moves regularly is a body that maintains its ability to adapt, repair, and thrive. Sunlight, often overlooked, is another essential component of a healthy lifestyle. Exposure to natural light helps regulate your circadian rhythm, which controls your sleep-wake cycle and influences hormone production. It also supports the production of vitamin D, which plays a crucial role in immune function, bone health, and inflammation control. Without adequate sunlight, these systems can become disrupted, leading to imbalances that affect both physical and mental health. Stress management is equally important, though it is frequently ignored. The human body is designed to handle short bursts of stress, but not the chronic, unrelenting stress that many people experience today. When stress becomes constant, it keeps the body in a heightened state of alert, increasing levels of cortisol and other stress hormones. This can interfere with digestion, suppress immune function, and promote inflammation. Learning to regulate stress through simple practices such as deep breathing, mindfulness, or quiet reflection can shift the body back into a state where healing and recovery are possible. Hydration, breathing patterns, and even social connections all contribute to the larger picture of health. Drinking enough water supports circulation and cellular function. Proper breathing ensures that your body receives the oxygen it needs for energy production. Meaningful relationships and a sense of connection can positively influence mental health and reduce stress, which in turn supports physical well-being. When viewed together, these elements reveal a powerful truth. Health is not determined by a single factor, but by the cumulative effect of daily choices. There is no shortcut or substitute for a lifestyle that supports the body's natural processes. Medications can play an important role when necessary, but they often address symptoms rather than the underlying causes. Lifestyle, on the other hand, works at the root level, influencing the very systems that determine how your body functions. By aligning your habits with the needs of your biology, you create an environment in which your body can operate at its best. This is not about perfection or extreme changes, but about consistency and awareness. Small, repeated actions, choosing a healthier meal, going to bed earlier, taking time to move, stepping outside into natural light can lead to significant improvements over time. Chronic disease rarely appears suddenly or without cause. It is often the result of subtle imbalances that develop over time and gradually disrupt the body's normal function. These imbalances are not always obvious in the beginning. They build quietly, influenced by daily habits, environmental exposures, and physiological stress until the body can no longer compensate. What eventually shows up as a diagnosis is often the final stage of a long process that has been unfolding beneath the surface. The human body is designed to maintain balance, a state known as homeostasis. This involves regulating blood sugar, controlling inflammation, balancing hormones, and maintaining proper immune function. When these systems are in harmony, the body operates efficiently and remains resilient. However, when one or more of these systems is pushed out of balance repeatedly, the effects begin to accumulate. Over time, this can lead to dysfunction that manifests as chronic illness. One of the most common forms of imbalance is chronic inflammation. In its acute form, inflammation is protective and necessary for healing. But when it becomes persistent, often due to poor diet, lack of sleep, ongoing stress, or exposure to environmental toxins, it starts to damage tissues rather than repair them. This low-grade, ongoing inflammation is now recognized as a contributing factor in many chronic conditions, including heart disease, diabetes, and autoimmune disorders. It is not a single event, but a continuous state that gradually erodes the body's ability to function properly. Blood sugar imbalance is another critical factor. The body relies on stable glucose levels to provide consistent energy to cells. Diets high in refined carbohydrates and sugars can cause repeated spikes and crashes in blood sugar, forcing the body to release large amounts of insulin. Over time, cells can become less responsive to insulin, leading to a condition known as insulin resistance. This disrupts energy metabolism and places stress on multiple organ systems, setting the stage for conditions such as type 2 diabetes. And metabolic syndrome, hormonal imbalance also plays a significant role in the development of chronic disease. Hormones act as chemical messengers that regulate nearly every function in the body, from metabolism and mood to growth and reproduction. When these signals become disrupted, whether due to stress, poor sleep, or nutritional deficiencies, the effects can be widespread. For example, chronically elevated stress hormones can interfere with immune function, promote fat storage, and disrupt sleep patterns, creating a cycle that further deepens the imbalance. The gut, often referred to as a central hub of health, is another area where imbalance can have far-reaching consequences. The digestive system is not only responsible for breaking down food, but also plays a key role in immune regulation and inflammation control. An unhealthy gut environment, influenced by poor diet, antibiotics, or chronic stress, can lead to increased intestinal permeability and an altered microbiome. This can trigger immune responses and contribute to systemic inflammation, linking gut health directly to many chronic conditions. Lack of physical activity adds another layer to this imbalance. Movement is essential for maintaining circulation, supporting metabolic processes, and regulating hormones. A sedentary lifestyle slows down these processes, leading to reduced efficiency in how the body uses energy and removes waste. Over time, this can contribute to weight gain, cardiovascular issues, and decreased overall resilience. Sleep deprivation further compounds these problems. Without adequate rest, the body cannot effectively regulate hormones, repair tissues, or manage inflammation. Chronic lack of sleep disrupts the delicate balance of systems that keep the body functioning optimally. It affects everything from cognitive performance to immune defense, creating conditions in which disease is more likely to develop. Environmental factors also play a role in creating chronic imbalance. Exposure to pollutants, chemicals, and toxins can place an additional burden on the body's detoxification systems. While the body is equipped to handle a certain level of exposure, constant or excessive contact can overwhelm these systems, leading to the accumulation of harmful substances that interfere with normal function. All of these factors are interconnected. An imbalance in one area often leads to disruptions in others, creating a cascade effect. For example, poor sleep can increase stress hormones, which in turn can affect blood sugar control and promote inflammation. Similarly, a poor diet can alter gut health, which then influences immune function and hormonal balance. This interconnectedness means that chronic disease is rarely caused by a single factor. It is the result of multiple imbalances reinforcing each other over time. Understanding this shifts the perspective from treating isolated symptoms to addressing the underlying patterns that lead to disease. It highlights the importance of consistency in daily habits and the cumulative impact of small choices. The body is constantly responding to the signals it receives, and when those signals promote imbalance, the effects build gradually until they become impossible to ignore.